In this final week, we looked at Alice Paul, who I must confess is the figure from our course who intrigues me the most. Her charisma and passion for equality meant that many women willingly followed her to prison. She modelled to her supporters the need for women to take control of their own destiny, not wait silently for powerful men to give them the vote. I think the underlying principle behind her life's work was that democracy did not simply rest in a few institutions, but was something that everyone should be engaged in all of the time. To Paul, democracy meant equality, and equality meant justice, and all three were inextricably linked. I get the very clear sense of her unwavering drive and energy for change, and it is clear that in some ways she sacrificed her private life in order to further her public work. Indeed, Paul very nearly died in poverty because of this. She wasn't an easy woman to work with, I don't think, and she seems to have been quite fixed in her views of where the movement should be headed, and we see this most clearly in her disagreements with Florence Kelly. And her militant strategy was not as popular as the more moderate approach taken by the NAWSA. In hindsight, however, we can see how important she was to the cause of gender equality. She laid the groundwork for the Equality Amendment to the US Constitution, and she made common cause with women's movements around the globe. Perhaps more than any other campaigner, she understood best the whims of politicians, and that's why she argued that without a constitutional amendment, other protective legislation could be changed or watered down or even rescinded. This course will stay live for another month or so that you can continue to access the material, although Juliana and I will no longer contribute to forum discussions. Please do remember to visit the Farewell Friends section before you end the course. There you'll find a reflections forum where you can share your final thoughts about your learning over the last 6 weeks. And in next steps, I've some suggestions for further learning. And finally, there's a link to the course's online evaluation form, and I really do encourage you to complete this while your thoughts about the course are still fresh in your mind. Friends, Juliana and I have very much appreciated your contributions to our lively discussions. We hope that this course has inspired you to continue exploring this rich tradition of Quaker women campaigners. Go well, friends.